It's finals once again with people complaining.
Let's
Oh,
go. We
hold up.
need the singing arm wrestler has to get on here.
All right, let me just double check, make sure we are live on Travis Bagent Unfiltered. All right, everybody, and we are live. The first ever episode of Tell Me I'm the Greatest podcast. But before I start, yo, Travis, how come you look so young man? What's going
Oh
on in
my
your life?
goodness. Boy, I am shining, boy. I mean,
You're glowing. My room got lighter.
man, I feel so light on my feet right now. Ooh, wee. I mean, listen, I got the whole world at my hands right now.
Once again.
Who do I want to partner with is the key.
what have happened over the weekend?
I think I'm getting ready. I think I'm arm wrestling Schoolboy.
Ooh, as your manager, I would like to ask which hand is it first?
Left-handed.
You're good to go, young man. Go crazy.
Okay.
Go crazy.
Okay. I said no to the match, and then I saw you pull Paul in. I'm like, I'm in. Get the fuck out of here. My left arm must be incredible.
So as I said, go crazy, man. Schoolboy's brother. I don't know about the brother though, but you got them all, man.
Alex, the guy who stole Arm TV from Gary Roberts.
Oh, see, if you do this match, it will be some type of, there's got to be some type of emotions involved.
Yeah, if I win, Gary gets it back.
And Alex must give all his millions of subscribers to Gary. That's awesome. So what have happened? What have happened with you over the weekend? Nothing. Have you been somewhere? Didn't you go to Houston? It was last week.
Yeah, I had a big weekend last week, man, and then nothing to do this weekend. So yeah, I had and then I guess we didn't talk, right? So we haven't talked for that long. We didn't do one show last week.
We did on Wednesday. I just didn't know if you were flying.
Right, yeah, so we didn't do shit this weekend, man.
Well,
nothing.
I did something. I just didn't know if you were watching.
Yeah, man, did you know? Did you know you were going to be able to whack him so easy?
Man, I was hoping for that, right? But my last 2 weeks, I kind of felt like a little bitch. I'm like, oh man, I didn't train, or like I don't know. I would start making all those excuses how I didn't feel as great, and I'm like almost turning pessimistic. I'm like, oh, nobody talked to me. I'm about to lose this Saturday, and then the way it turned around, yeah, it was absolutely great. I was man, I don't know. Just me and Paul have gripped up a couple of times, and he is not like the mega is slouch left-handed. And I was like also losing to Paul. I mean, the way it turned out, I don't think it had turned out any other way for it to be any better, right? Like this was perfect scenario. So I'm glad that it went that way.
Yeah, I don't know how to tell you this, but you were supposed to get your ass whipped. You were supposed to get your ass whipped.
I was not.
It didn't even look close. It didn't look close.
Yeah.
Was it just 2 matches, or was there a third one?
I just sent you the first one and the last one in the messenger, because like the second one was too disgusting. I didn't want to show it to you.
Oh my god! You killed him. That's what gave you the confidence to be posing with him.
Well, no, I wanted to say, dude, I had one goal, like, 2 goals. First, not to lose. Second, I was like, if I'm an opportunity to say tell me what I can do shit, I wanted to do that. But then everything was happening so fast and like whatever. And Paul is a cheating bastard too. Okay, let me tell you something.
The worst. The worst.
Oh my God, he's out there crowding with his shoulder. The center is nowhere near. The fucking wrist is curled in. I'm looking at everybody. I'm looking at Luke. I'm looking at Paul. I'm like, man, I thought we were best friends.
Yeah, he's terrible. You can't. Yeah, he's terrible. He's terrible. He's
Then
just like, yeah, he's terrible.
after the fact, Paul tells me, he's like, "Hey man, when you come in and you're an underdog, you'll do the same thing I do." Like, yeah, but ringing to the internet, I was the underdog, and you were cheating on top of me being the underdog. Come on, man. Travis told me I was supposed to lose. Give me.
Yeah, I can't never beat Paul left-handed when I go to practice.
Oh, dude, it was stupid. We after pulled afterwards. He's like, "Yeah, let me do some hook stuff." So we go inside. And I'm thinking about to hold him and bang him bang him in a hook biceps to biceps, and it doesn't fucking move. And I'm like, oh shit. I mean, it was some type of strap thing, and like we give some adjust, but it was funny how, yeah, it was such a fucking difference. Even right-handed, I would for some reason thought I'll beat him so easy left-handed. The right hand should be there, and then we go to the after pull, and he just fucking destroys me. Beats the hell out of me, making fun of me and everything. I'm like, man, I don't know. I thought it would be a little closer right-handed too. But I tell you what, right-handed feels so shitty. Even those 11 dudes beat up on me in Tennessee, I'm still feeling it, I feel like. So fuck round robins, guys. Never participating in 11 beatings in a row again.
Took too many ass whippings that day.
Yeah. It's almost like it's like beating Dave Chaffee's record when he lost to you left-handed 10 times.
I thought about that as soon as I thought about it. That's what I was thinking about. I'm like, yeah, that's like, yeah, but I mean, losing the round robin to different people's worse though.
Oh, come on, man. Don't make me think about it like that now. Oh my
Everybody knows that once the guy beats you 3 times, he can beat you 35 times.
Well, I agree with you because that's where it's all right when somebody, as I said it before, I guess being dominated by one person, I guess it's all right. I mean, all you have to wait is for his wife to get a little too drunk. All right, baby, we're going to have to go home. And now, if everybody forgets, it's still kind of the king of the crowd, right? But there's like 12 people like that.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you need to go home first.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah. No one's
Saturday.
leaving until the guy who finished higher than them goes home.
Yeah, man. That's what I was like.
So what were the other? Were you the main event? What was the main event of the evening?
I don't know, but it felt like I was the main event. I'll tell you that.
Nice.
The main event was Dusty, Hyatt, and Jake Houston. That was the main event for like a title match, right? Because
Who won?
Dusty won. Dusty won.
Man, Hyatt never loses.
He's good, man.
Has he arm wrestled in Istanbul yet?
Yes, he went to the last one and lost to the Italian guy, remember? He was trying to establish his hook and he got some skinny Italian that kept top rolling him, I think.
Yeah, I guess I remember that. Yeah.
It'll pop up anything. But yeah, he did have a showing, but it wasn't good. But
Ingen called me asking me questions about the WAL.
All right, and do you have any more information? It was just
no, I don't. But I don't have any. But I think it's interesting that Ingen would call me and ask me that. That makes me think maybe something is coming.
Who knows? We have $5 super chat. Benji Mac, the fucking Bears. Yeah.
Benji Mac. We got to give Benji Mac a business plan.
Well, what's going on with Benji?
Benji said he wants to run a $5,000 tournament, so we need to do up the notes. All right.
Have Benji done the tournament?
Nope.
All right. So are we giving notes to Benji, or are we just gonna pick at the subject for today and talk about how to run a successful tournament?
Well, no, we just need to do it right here live, so Benji has it and Benji can write it down, right?
Benji, you go crazy.
Yeah, stop asking me to write shit down, Benji. I'm the motherfucking talent, baby. Got motherfucking secretaries like Artem. But now, since Artem beat Paul in, he acts like he ain't the fucking secretary, Benji. I don't know what to say. This is some bullshit.
All right. Does Benji has a $5,000 budget, or he's giving away $5,000? All right.
$5,000 budget. So that's for everything, right?
Okay, that's an interesting thing. Okay,
so, and we got a place to lay our heads, right? right?
Yep.
So
I'm
we take
assuming.
off $1,500 right away, and you take 750, I take 750. And in my opinion, if we spend more than that on our travel and per diem, then we're just taking advantage of Benji. All right. So then we got $3,500 in Southern California.
Mm-hmm.
Do we do super match? Just me and you are on the card already. One more match and charge $35 to come to the biggest practice in the world.
What about the?
Or, and then have a fucking party. I mean, the spot is crazy that we can have this thing.
So you're saying not?
Three super matches.
Okay.
Me and you are already in there, right? So we need $500. So say we spend another $1,000 getting two other people there, right? 500. So now that takes away from 3,500 down to 2,500, right?
Okay. That's if you do math.
2,500. And then we give $500 to the winners. That takes us down to $1,000, and we got $1,000 worth of money sitting there for the staff.
And there's no payout, right? That's we just dealing.
Well, you get $500 for winning.
Yeah, so super match. I got you. Okay. So hold up. You said practice. So there's not a tournament. You just paying to see this
Well,
shit.
I'm just saying, if we have a tournament, we having a whole nother motherfucking situation, right? But
Right.
a practice, a lot less pressure, right? I think maybe it'll bring more people.
Ah man. So fair enough. I remember trying to do a seminar with Todd here and trying to do similar logic. I feel like when people are not paying for like a trophy or some thing, they don't want to pay those $35 for practice. Almost doesn't.
Okay.
They almost want to make sure they get tuned out, like, and get the pay the $35. Like
Yeah.
they, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like, oh man, just to
I
practice.
mean, all I know is when we have a tournament, now you need awards. Now we need a much bigger
I
staff.
understand what you're saying. If you really
Yeah.
think about it truly, like you'll have better time just paying for a private practice
I
something.
mean, what about a crazy awesome party?
Like I agree, yeah, just like selling it to people. Because for some reason people do want to be like, oh
Well,
no,
we
no,
can't
fuck
go wrong. We can't go wrong. It's Benji's money.
that. I guess so. I mean,
And
whoa, Benji
if we
goes.
bring Benji on, bring Benji on, bring Benji on, bring Benji on. Can you give Benji the link real quick so we can get him on?
Benji, are you busy? Can I give you a link? Or because he
What do
goes,
you mean is he busy? He's watching the fucking show.
oh,
Get
who
him
knows? I
on.
mean, you're like at work. You can't be like, your HR is watching you and shit.
Oh, fuck out of here. Hurry up.
He goes, the disrespect. Um, we will have 5K to 10K budget now. Alan Fisher locked in a hey.
We
Alan
know what to do
Fisher
with more
locked in a
money, but
match in the seminar.
at 5K, what's smart? We got to get Benji on the phone. Tell Benji to get on the line, and we got to ask him some detailed questions. This is good. This is good TV right here. Everyone's trying to have these interactions with having arm wrestling tournaments. I feel wholeheartedly, because I'm so fucking cool right now and so fucking booked, that I am ready to have this transparent conversation with anybody as to what you think's best to do with your 4, 3, 2, 10, $20,000 on how you're gonna make the arm wrestling better. Let's get Benji on. Is Benji available?
He said, okay, hold up, and I'm giving him a link right now.
Okay, cool.
Benji, I sent you a link in the Instagram. But if you need to text me, because I don't know if I have a number saved, I can retext you that. So Benji's link is sent. So okay, well, while we're giving Benji, what if you have 2 grand? You have 2 grand. You want to run a smaller tournament, but
No,
do
no,
more
no, no,
money.
no, 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 no.
You
Hold
don't
on.
do that. You don't do that. You don't do
No,
that.
hold up. So me and you've been doing that. It's a great situation, except what you don't know is that I always get 2 or 3 grand before that just to make sure that everything we do, like we're spending more than the 2 grand to break even and then split. If we take all the money from the 2 grand plus the entry fees, if we don't have better turnouts, you would be more disgusted. But there's little things that we can just boom, boom, boom. You know, the awards are already paid for, or this or something.
Right, right.
And all of a sudden you're like, yeah, we killed it. Didn't have to pay these refs. The Harvest Gap pays the refs. The Harvest Gap pays for the awards. You know what I mean? Now we get there and bam, we get to walk away and make a little bit of money, but it's few and far between. But those tournaments are easy to do as long as we have some hookup. The hookup is you're at my house or I'm at your house. Once we're both traveling, well, good luck with 2 grand. Before you know it, we just streaked in and somebody better give Nitro $150 because he won't stop asking. Right? And I get it. Like I've been there. So it's no brainer. But I think Benji's got an outstanding venue, but it's more like the Playboy Mansion than it is
And as a
a
bar.
yeah, exactly. So now there's an obstacle there. I mean, you taking a person to a personal residence, you start having a tournament, then you know what I mean? All of a sudden, like there's obstacles there. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
So
You
now
may
I'm
you may
thinking,
you may benefit of doing some hood alcohol sales, right? But also
oh,
you're gonna
I mean,
mess up someone's house.
there's a bunch of obstacles once you start taking money from somebody to run a sanctioned, organized, structured arm wrestling event at the Playboy Mansion. That's all I'm saying. But the VitaCell Nutritional Hub slash private party slash 3 awesome super matches party with a cover charge of $20 to $30 and a arm wrestling table in every room. I don't know, man. That sounds to me like it's fun as shit. And we might get 350 people there to the party. Because I know a lot of people ain't that interested in just coming to the arm wrestling practice. Ain't people that interested in coming to the arm wrestling pay-per-view. But the Playboy Mansion party, you can bring 7 motherfuckers with you that don't even like arm wrestling, and they cool with it. Because we'll have the DJ in the one room. Right? I mean, I might not even be in the arm wrestling room. Fuck that boring ass room. I'm going up to drink a vodka cranberry.
About there in the stand-up comedy room, man.
Let's go. So
I see what you're saying, yeah.
What are we doing here? I mean, we're trying, and listen, we can lie to Benji and tell him that the living room is perfect place to run a tournament, even though we can only get 37 people in there. Tell me exactly how to run the tournament. What are we doing? Right? I don't even know if we need to have the super matches as much as we need to have quality people at the party, like John Berzing, Dr. Mark, Matt Mask, Todd Zilla's always. What do you think the easiest way to get Todd Zilla right now to come to California is?
Man, you just beat John Zink. I don't know. All of a sudden, my cost a whole bunch of money.
Not exactly. So you might well just say, hey, yo, just come hang out. We're having a fucking practice and a party. Let me know if you're available.
And this will be the cheapest way. Yeah. Hey, just come hang out. You don't have to pull nobody, and nobody can disrespect you.
Let's go. This is a lot funner than last fucking weekend. So, yeah, I mean, and I think that we can rock it. I think we can absolutely rock that shit if we do it correctly. So, where's Benji at? Is Benji coming? Where's he at?
Benji's not in the comments and he's not in the Zoom chat, so I don't know what's going on.
Benji hates the idea. Okay, let's go to a
Well,
full-fledged tournament then.
no. He said, "Okay, hold up," and that was it. So I'm waiting. While I'm waiting on him, I got a super chat. Core 1 euros, $10. How much for specific measurements? Height above table, distance from polar edge of the table, and height of fulcrum of isometric handle. I want to replicate the secret sauce. Oh wow, dude! You just have to come to the gym with a fucking, I don't know, AI measurement tool.
You'll never know. Don't ask me. Too much information. But I sent Artem a picture of the subway straps. That not the subway, but the transit train at the Chicago airport, and they're right there. That's all you need. Somebody make a softer version of that, and let's hook it up to stuff. And that's it. No one else needs to do it. Don't waste one more dollar on a handle. Now, if you could find some way to get this apparatus I'm working with now, ooh, wee. What a luxury. What a luxury.
Hey, co 1 years. Let's make it easy. We'll just send you to Travis's gym. You go ahead, start the production. We will just take our humble 40%. That'd be good.
Yes, let's do that. I'm in.
All we need is for you to sell all those machines for $2,000 a
I
piece.
mean, listen, man, who's defending a handle these days to me? Who's the adversary that can come on here and tell me what's good about the handles?
What's good about the handles?
Yeah, who is it? Bring him. Bring somebody educated that sells handles that's really trying to defend them. Without saying, hey, I know all the dumb fucks are using them, so I'm just making them. But there ain't no way.
Okay. That eliminates me just now. So, who we got? I mean, we got Devon, who got some handles, but he's still not a fan, and he's more of a movement guy, right? Huh.
Every time I see Devon do anything, he hooks a strap up to his hand.
Right. It's whatever. Yeah.
What are we talking about? I never see anything between his hand.
Yeah, and if there's a handle, he's not holding on to that either. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. This is a joke at this point. Handles are just like barbells. They're just even, you're just trying to even the playing field, right? If we all use that handle, we can record strength levels. That's it, right? It's just a what is, I don't know, just a component to measure strength. That's all, right? I mean, if you can't tell me that it's doing anything else, it's like, hey, I got this handle, you grab it. That way you grabbing the same thing I'm grabbing, just like if you grab that Olympic 45-pound bar, right? You're grabbing the same thing. Let's measure who can resist more, pull more, handle more.
Right, but yeah, and I guess that's where the handle's coming in, right? All of a sudden, like people that cannot do shit, they're like, "Oh no, can you do this handle though?" You know, I mean, all of a sudden, it's its own little competition rather than just measuring power level.
Yeah, that's why you should use it. I guess you should use handles are for measuring. That's it. Yeah, that's great. All right, yeah, perfect.
Oh, hold on. I don't know. Personally, I don't know. Handles are for measuring or
no. That's it. I just told you. That's all they're for.
I mean,
what else should they be for?
You're using a little handle right now to handle your apparatus, right?
Right. I'm just exactly. So this right here, if you did this with a different handle, then we couldn't measure this equally.
Got you.
But if you use this handle, this is the measuring stick right here. After that, we good, right? This is how we measure.
I guess time to the internet, it's a measuring stick. For you right now, it's something to use the entire apparatus.
Well, yeah, but if anybody wanted to, like, why would you use this machine, right? Because I do. And your first thing you'd be interested in how much can I do? Okay. If you change any part of this or go, you can't do this at your house. You have to do it right here with this handle. soon because I've changed the handle before. Changes everything, right? If that thing is stiff or hard or whatever the deal is. If it's a metal handle, but this is that little weak plastic one that I know that can just set in there on the palm of my hand without me having to grip it, and it doesn't hurt. That's the only reason. That is it.
I love it. I love it. Hey, well, you know what? Now that I'm kind of entertaining that, every conversation I had after before tournament, when people asking you things, yeah, I don't think I've rarely said like, "Yo, man, you need this handle."
Never. No one has. No one has ever, as a true, unless they were selling the handle. Right?
But that was also me.
Ain't nobody ever told. Because listen, here's another deal. If the handle worked, you definitely wouldn't tell no fucking body. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm a fan.
That's what the handle people should say. If somebody says, "Man, I never heard of your handle," see what I mean?
That's right. I just learned like
I only one handle that I never heard of. And who the fuck is gonna run around saying, "Here, kick my ass, use this"? Nobody. Get the fuck out of here, man. Well, I've said it before. What was my famous line? If you sell handles, you're a dick.
Oh, I just wanted to let you guys know on a serious note, I do have 25 handle sets coming up and they're numbered because I'm an asshole. I mean, just selling.
And I bet you my name or something is on one of them. Didn't you say
no, because you gave me such a sloppy reply about like, yeah, no. I messaged Alvin.
I meant to say, hell no. What did I say?
Hey, that's exactly what I translated when you said that. So I messaged Alvin and I'm like, hey, Alvin, no to the Travis idea. Just put Top Roll King at them. So I agree with you because I have so many handles given to me, like, and people want reviews and all that. And I have a collection by now, but every time I go to the gym and if I try to bring one, I just work out with whatever handle is at the gym. Yeah, I'm always basically using what you're using. It's always a plastic and metal thin handle. Like, you know what I mean? So unless I really and that's why, like, I feel like my overall opinion on handles that I overall became a fan.
Of a handle is like a cold tub.
But like, yeah, like you need it, but like, fuck it.
Yeah, a cold tub, motherfucker. What are you kidding me? A bathtub, any kind of trough outside. Why the fuck did you invent something and it's trying to sell it as a cold tub when it's the same trough that my motherfucking grandmother used whenever we were feeding the cows and shit? The fuck out of here. It's crazy. That's what a handle is.
That's what you get for growing up in the rough conditions.
Yeah. All of a sudden, motherfucker, like, man, we just got a cold tub at the house. What? Are you dumb motherfucker? Any tub is a cold tub if you put it outside and put cold water in it. All right?
Hold on. Hey, shut. David Shubish first with $2 super chat. Looks like Artem had his haircut just a day later. Okay, that's one. And David Shubish, shout out to the Top Roll King handle from armassassins.com.
Oh man.
And people in comment go, hey, doesn't Artem sells handles? Hey, I do not sell handles. However, I do coming up with this amazing product, but that's because I'm a dick. And we do
I'm telling you right now, someone needs to do the strap. Those straps I showed you, man. Can you put the picture back up there or what?
I'll just Google it because it's from any train station.
Please. I mean, I want to add to the world of handles, but it be something that really that's useful.
Dude, I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna cut the sound out. Whenever I'm gonna sell my handles, I'm just gonna use the sound bit. I want to add to the world of handles.
You know what else we should do is like the Travis Bagent handle and just put a set of straps up there. That's it. The straps, the arm wrestling straps are the handle. Only hook them fucking straps up to you whenever you connect yourself to something. That's the key.
Dude, what will it be called? This oh
The truth. The truth. That's what
no. I pulled up train handles rubber and they're just a bunch of like butt plug shaped things and shit.
No, that was your recently viewed.
Hey. Relax, young man. Oh, there's a variation of the shit. I got you. Hold on. I'll pull up this thing. Share screen. Well, let me be sure there's nothing in my Safari search. We're talking about this thing right here.
There it is.
So if
Now, don't
somebody
get me wrong, it'd be nice if that disconnected and could connect up to any little pulley system too, does it?
correct, well, but that's the idea.
It should be really easy to go connect it from below, in the middle, or above you.
Right. All of this, it's just like
Are.
you need to find a material that's like in between that's not going to tear apart. And I mean, some of them are kind of, I think, just good enough.
Yeah, ain't no doubt. It just needs that little connection and then a little swivel, S hook or whatever you call those things, so that you could hook it up to anything, whether it was facing you, if it was below you, or above you. Just walk up, snap, 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 and that thing twists and turns all kinds of ways instead of just, you could hook it up just like that, turn it so that it's around that, when you're doing this one here, resisting, right? You need to be able to do bicep curls from it. And then, of course, you need that thing to lock in underneath that wrist and and then your fist act as a knot that won't let it cross. And then you can start rocking those pull-ups there. Man, listen, that's a game changer right there for any young athlete.
So if anybody here wants to do some of that handle entrepreneur shit, that's what we're dreaming about.
The Truth by Travis Bagent.
So bad.
$69.99.
All right, Benji, before we go crazy about more handles, let's go back to the tournament.
Yeah. What's up, guys?
What's up, dude?
What up, Beast? How you doing?
So listen, I've got the pictures of the venue, and
you like it?
I'm trying, and if you've been listening to the show, so I've taken the $5,000 budget and we just broke it down, right? It's so much easier to go up. The problem is are the people coming for an arm wrestling tournament when I look at that space, or is it better to have an extended workshop with a star athlete in each of those rooms giving advice for 5 hours and entertaining, and letting the party go 8 hours before it's over? And before you know it, 400 people have came through the door with their, $32.15 after taxes to get their ticket into the show. It's totally up to you, but I'm torn between the two, because once you start having them sign release forms and accepting the $100 for their entry fee, there becomes an obligation to give them bathroom facilities, to
have the facilities in order. Yeah.
All of a sudden you become a product of Yelp and your bad service, right? So, and I'm okay with that. If you think that the venue can keep us off of Yelp, then I'm in. By all means. But I also can see a great fucking party. Just crazy party.
No doubt. Newport Beach on top of the 8,000 square foot little spot we got. We could do a little Vegas MGM style going on. I was thinking either we do super matches or we do like you were talking about, like a small invite only tournament.
Yeah, and I don't mind that. It's just, where do we get our revenue back from without opening the doors to the public and charging the shit out of them for this experience? That's now, if it's just content driven and all you want is a bunch of tremendous footage for some products or branding, then by all means, we don't have no problem spending your money. But I think what would be nice is whatever your budget is for us to double that in revenue, so that we have a tremendous, awesome event. But I just want you to know that the reason that we ain't done nothing is because of those questions and concerns.
Right. Yeah, I think we have, the space. The only thing with the space there is it's limited as far as, possibly hundreds of people. We're willing to do it. The only thing is, we're going to get kicked out or something. That's the only worry. Like the police going to come out and be like, "Hey, you're freaking causing this disturbance. Get the fuck out of here."
Right, exactly.
These big titty girls are walking around.
Yeah, we have. Well, then that's even another concern if we can't even have that many people there. So thank goodness that we don't have 75 people that have paid an entry fee before they get kicked out of the place. You know what I mean?
I think there's no limit. It's just, it is a residential. I think around 100, 150 is going to be our max. 200 pullers plus the staff. That might be pushing it. Yeah, I'm thinking as far as getting the revenue back, via your platform, pay-per-view, memberships. As far as we have a lot of sponsors willing to get on.
You just mentioned our revenue. What about your revenue, Benji?
Yeah, but our cut's in there. We're
Just kidding.
Arm wrestling isn't about the money, right?
If we knew that our pay-per-view capabilities, right, would get us,
that minimum
money back, listen, we'd have all that tidied up quick. But every time we start charging people per pay-per-view, there's some problem whether it's the internet, Pradeep said we had the worst arm wrestling pay-per-view show in the history of mankind. This was once we paid Robert. This is once we paid Robert and Artem to do this shit, right?
Yeah.
Now, before, Chance did it for free. And it's the only time I ever made. I made like $4,500 off of pay-per-view. It was awesome. And Chance just did it at the worst place in the world, the Harvest Gap, to have a pay-per-view. He did it with his phone, no backdrop, nothing. And it was me and Brandon Elsessor and Toddzilla and Lachlan. Now that one did great. Since then, we have not turned over more than $2,000 from any of the pay-per-view events. So that's a scary thing too, right?
Right.
And then who's the headline of the pay-per-view? Me and Artem are free, but the competitors, all of a sudden, you got guys like you, Benji, are asking for $750 and food and daycare expenses. You're like, yo, bro, this is crazy, man. I can't get it. You know what I mean? So we've really got to be smart about what favors we use. And usually it's best to keep the budget as low as possible. But 100 people at $150 a ticket for a kick-ass, ridiculous seminar that had, Devon, me, John, and Toddzilla in each room. Now you're talking, right? And that just turns into, an awesome after party.
And we could do a small tournament, still a thought. So
well, the only problem with the small tournament is that can you bring anybody with
those same
you?
People?
And then at some point, because 150 people could be 61 pullers and their 2 kids and their wife.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that number gets crazy quick.
Yeah, it does. You have to be selective because it's like it's gonna fill up quick, man.
We have those obstacles in mind. It's obvious too.
We have a venue that will fit what you're talking about, but for this venue, we might have to adapt. We might have to, do something different maybe. And as long as your minimums are met, that's what we're looking for, right?
Oh, I agree. There ain't no doubt. Trust me. If you don't mind taking a bath, let's schedule this motherfucker immediately, Artem.
Tomorrow, every day. Let's do it.
And that just goes to show you, if I didn't love you, Benji, we'd already have the paperwork en route.
Right.
So just know that we just want to make sure that you're comfortable, we're comfortable, and that we know. Because listen, the Playboy Mansion party of just a bunch of arm wrestlers and a bunch of hot chicks all through Southern California. I mean, that ain't for me. But if I'm there, fuck it. Well, that's where I'd rather be. Let's fucking go, baby. Artem's probably not going to be allowed to come now since I said that, but fuck it.
I'm just saying,
Lindsay's not watching.
This has never been my crowd, and I've never been that guy. But fuck it, I'll be there.
I'm in the new shit. Let's see what happens.
Hey, what happens? What happens in Newport stays in Newport, right?
Let's
That's what the saying
go.
goes.
Well, I think we can make something happen. We have sponsors that want to do something. We got Alan Fisher that wants to do something. He wants to do a seminar, super match, whatever appearance. You got the star power. You got people, and you got the
I think that
platform.
the only problem is how many people. That's the
Okay,
real.
let me work on that. Let me get
premise?
yeah.
What's the premise for having them there?
Yeah.
Are we putting them into a contract about arm wrestling, or are they just coming to a party? You know, there's two different stories there when the cops are there making everybody leave. You know what I'm saying? Who's in charge? Who owns the house? Right? Who's this Travis Bagent guy? He ain't even here no more. He jumped over the fence. He's gone.
He's the fucking mayor. What are you talking about?
I'm with you. So as long like all of those questions have to be not only answered, you know the answers, but they have to be addressed from a standpoint of, you know, is somebody there and what's the cutoff? And what are the circumstances of you coming? Can you come with your neighbors? And like, you know, some guys show up, they got 8 people with them. Like, all y'all pulling? Nope. We all here to watch Jimmy. Like, okay, let's fucking go. I like those. I like that.
We're all here for Artem.
Right, exactly. Whatever the deal is, I'm cool with it. We just need to make sure that we don't have 32 arm wrestlers and that's it. There's no more parking. There's no more persons allowed in the place because
we want a for sure success, right? Yeah. We don't want any dynamics.
And don't get me wrong. I mean, as long as if it's content driven, it's fun, right? That means we can make sure that the 50 people we want there are told the party starts at 2. Everybody else thinks the party starts at 3. You know what I mean? Like there are some ways to make sure that we can control things, but ultimately we just have to be honest with ourselves. Like, listen, let's go worst case scenario. We get shut down at 3:30.
Yeah, go max the worst case scenario, right?
Yeah. So that's what because it's easy. Once we get the number of people, then the format of the tournament will speak for itself because of the number of people. Right? That's just the way it is. So, then what the restrictions are on the people that are invited.
What's your availability January? Are you pretty booked?
I am booked up until the 7th. On January 7th, the season's over. So my weekends don't have to be dictated by football anymore.
Aren't you doing that Vitacell thing though?
Yes, I'll be there, but I'm leaving. Early.
Well,
so
as of right now, we still don't have a proper location for Vitacell because we'll just talk to Rob. So it's like,
yeah, I've already told my wife that this thing is 100%. It's the 14th.
Which it's in my place.
It's the 14th year of this convention, Health and Wellness Biotech or Vitacell, whatever the hell it's called. I've already lied to my wife. I'm in. So I will be leaving Las Vegas and headed to Green Bay, Wisconsin for the game on that Sunday morning.
For that event, got it.
Vegas to Lambeau. So that'll be cool. I'll be there. But after that, me and Artem are we're going to have a tournament on January, hopefully on December 30th. Artem, are you ready to commit to this or what today?
Is that the Shreveport?
No, we're going to Chicago.
Oh,
for New Year's Eve.
Oh, I don't know. I talked to Lindsay today. I'm like, I don't know. If I do live with you that day, I won't be home until like February on the weekend. Like all my fucking shit is booked. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
All right. So Artem's out. Artem's out.
Artem's-
I'm having an event on Saturday, December 30th.
So hey, are you for
Shreveport.
sure? Are you booked your stuff to Vegas, or are you just bullshitting?
No, I'm going to Vegas, 100%.
Gotcha.
I got it all set up because I got a branding company out there that I got to do some business with, so I'm making it happen.
So you're going regardless to Vegas. I got you.
I'm going to Vegas to do the VitaCell convention, whether VitaCell is there or not.
Right. They just
There'll be a
fucking
VitaCell tournament no matter what.
It's happening. It is happening.
Body by beast.
yeah.
As long as you don't show this thing live on anywhere.
Have
and
you
relinquish this video.
have you locked in Big E for Shreveport?
No, Biggie is out, man. Biggie
Oh,
is
he's
out.
out.
He's
Oh.
out for running a tournament in Shreveport only because he's got some crazy business to do, and he won't be back in action until about middle to end of February. So we
All
will
right.
be in Shreveport, but not until April, May now.
All right.
Which is another thing too. We need to stop bullshitting too, because I got 74 inquiries about the $2,000 events. And the only time that I don't want to do the $2,000 event is when a guy like Benji says he wants to have a $5,000 event. Then it fires me all up to do something fun and different. You know what I'm saying? So we got to go ahead and put our foot down because we got to at least run 2 a month, right? I mean,
A good
they're
business
all-
plan.
Yeah, they're all asking, they're all begging for the $2,000 events. And to me, at 47 years old, I can't think of nothing better than leaving my motherfucking house every Friday or Saturday and going to run one of these events, Artem.
Go party. Fuck yeah.
I know.
And you
Well,
just
Artem,
laid it all out right here how to freaking do
Well,
it.
they're just canceling Louisiana
Especially
for
when
now.
you could treat guys like Paul Lynn like that. Are you fucking kidding me? Let's go.
Beast.
Well,
I
now
told you, Artem.
now
You're
that you
gonna win.
cancel Louisiana, now all of a sudden it's a freer Chicago time too. Man,
Fucking beast.
dog sitters get expensive, man.
Yeah, you got to work all that out, man. I don't know. If you got to, I mean, you know.
Well,
I
hold
got
on.
buddies- I
You
got
know,
buddies that I don't fuck with because of their wives. All right. If you want to get put in that category, I understand.
I got you. Hey, you lost me as soon as you told me. I don't know where we're gonna stay, but Lindsay's gonna get the best accommodation out of all of us.
Exactly.
Man,
What better could you? What more could you want, knowing she's gonna sleep better than me and you? That's
You know
all
what?
your job
That's all
is.
that matters.
We
Yeah.
come as a unit. So what happens with me? That's my concern is. That's one. Two, my
If
travel.
she can decide whether to share her accommodations with you or not. That's up to her.
Puppies stay outside, Artem.
You do know what my travel note says about you, right? Like the number one thing. That's why you know, like the answer. Because number one thing my travel note says it's do not ever travel for Travis Bagent unless travel is arranged for beforehand. That's word for it. Hey Benji, I showed my note to Travis one time. Travis read it. Hey man, so if you call me back and say we for sure got Art Field's apartment, I'll book my ticket.
Note has been checked off.
Ain't nobody ever took care of Artem like me, man. Nobody.
Carl Stanley up. What's up, Phil? I don't know, man. Chris Chandler's wife bought me an Omni room, okay?
What?
Nice. Whatever happened with that? That league no more?
What we were doing it for the CBD drinks for mine. Yeah, they were like, yeah, they kind of fucked it all up. So all good. What's good on Carl?
You should have gave me all that money. I would have did it for.
Right? If we were
She'd be
just
in the same boat she is now,
hold
but I
on, hold on. You were trying to be all rich at the time. You were trying to ask like all types of money.
100%. Yeah, exactly. That's the way it works. You can only get guys to do stuff for you when they got money. If you ain't got no money, you got to charge too much. When you got money, you're like, fuck it. I'm doing this for fun, player. Let's go.
All right, $20 super chat once again from Cole
All
One.
right, well, let's let Benji go. Benji, let's get these answers. Let's get these questions
Yeah,
answered,
we'll
man.
wrap again. I'll get the totals down on how many we can have for sure. And let's get something going.
What is it? It's your brother-in-law or your cousin? Your
My
business partner?
my cousin, my two
Get
cousins.
him. Yeah, get him on the podcast tomorrow too. Tell him we answer
Let's do it.
questions We answering the hard questions in front of everybody.
Live.
Let's
do it.
go. Let's
All right,
go.
Beast.
All right,
Artem,
here's the
good
man.
job.
All right,
Peace.
Benji. Thank you, sir. We'll
Later,
talk
guys.
tomorrow.
Where's Gary
Bears?
Roberts and Rob Vigent Jr.?
Oh, speaking
Nobody
of,
responded.
I did make text. Yep, no replies. All right, $20 super chat. Want to brand side pressure machines? Having removable attachments for sub pronation along with its few different torsional arms. No isometric attachment yet. This is your opportunity to take my design and sell it. My man, the best way to have an isometric attachment to a side pressure handle, just put so much weight in it when it becomes isometric and you can't move the fucking thing. That's isometric, right?
Ask Paul Lynn. To him, Artem is isometric training.
Dude, you're upsetting today Paul Hutchinson, I think. He's like, oh man, today's not the episode where well, at least Arden won't get roasted by Travis today. So, guys, tomorrow is coming. I call one yours. I'm not sure what was the purpose of that super chat. If for Travis to design an isometric attachment, I'm pretty sure you solved it by putting a lot of weight. You don't need to attach anything.
But hey, we're in for making money now. Just because we don't understand your comment, just retype that shit now.
You let us know, man.
And I'm gonna tell y'all something else. If y'all send checks first, then ask us to promote your shit, we be a promoting motherfuckers too on this show.
Eric Harlan, this $20 super chat. All right, I have to read it carefully. This is a serious question.
Bring Lindsay in. Hold up. For $20, bring Lindsay in to read this fucking thing.
Hey, man, come on, read the super chat. This is a serious question for Travis. How bad does he want to see Ryan's grinding ass beat MMA style? Also, would you be willing in May or June to sponsor or find sponsors to fund it and throw event live on YouTube?
Yes to Ryan Grundon and no to whatever.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Are we sponsoring and funding Ryan's grinding ass whooping, or we just doing our thing? Like, I'm confused. As far as
I don't think he's got much of a chance. I think Paulie's pretty good now.
Oh, hold on. Isn't that happening next weekend?
I think it's happening this weekend coming on the night.
This weekend, right? Yeah. Oh, dude. Well, people asking us to talk about King of the Table. I feel like we've talked about this, so let's do something we did not. Ryan grinding Politale, baby.
Yes.
Thank you, Eric.
That's the important match this weekend.
That's the one. The promotion been happening for like months now. She's been going down years. I feel like Ryan and Paul been talking about years about their match.
I do think this exciting that we could see this rivalry start between Vitaly and Devon, I guess, this weekend, right? That's what the hopes of the King of the Table could bring. I mean, I think nothing for the King of the Table promotion, a nice little situation would be that Vitaly handles Hermes pretty easily. Just too much height, too much leverage. Hermes never able to truly connect, right? Which is kind of what we saw with Devon. And Devon, I would say, is historically not even as good as Vitaly at maybe outside arm wrestling and getting out and top rolling someone's hand. But if Vitaly is able to handle Hermes up high, then they can also get Vitaly and Devon to square off. That's got to be the recipe.
I see what you're saying, because at first I was thinking, man, you want Hermes to lose, then it kind of puts him in a weird place. But yeah, if he does beat him, yeah, he would go back to like similar scenarios, like, all right, go back to what Devon and Hermes and whatever happening, right? So yeah,
I mean, we do get to see Hermes and Dennis, which is fun too, I guess. I'll be interested to see that match. If Hermes is able to win. You know, and then you have Georgie, right? How much of a show does is Georgie as good as Devon, or is Devon so good and so much better than Georgie that can also cause for this to be a good show? Meaning Devon gives him a little bit, plays around out here, because I think Georgie is going to be sound. His hand and wrist, his connection, his leverage, pretty good. He's pretty fucking good at knocking you off center, going around your hand. So, you know, I think a positive for the promotion would be a good match with Devon and a dominating match from Vitaly to have them two square off. And I mean, what two beautiful people that represent, you know, 6'5", 250-pound white boys, right? Like, pretty sweet, right? Pretty sweet. And also, too, I think Devon feeds off being taller than them dudes, even when they're wider. So that'll be an interesting component, too.
Right.
Big daddy driver. So, and I'm hoping that the only unjuiced version of Vitaly we have ever really witnessed was the one that pulled Dave Chafee. And that ever since then, he has entered what indeed is the dark side as well. And he is fucking getting ready, because I do feel all things equal, you take the same risk as all the top dudes do. Vitaly's got a frame that could give some inspiration to the shock jock media on creating some sort of worthwhile adversary for Devon Larratt. Because right now they're running few and far between. We're not really interested in seeing Carteret or even help me with the name, Georgian that beat Devon. Gennady, not even that interested in seeing Devon and Gennady, right? Not interested in seeing Devon and Ravaz, which we were. Not interested in seeing Devon and Artem Morozov, right? Not interested in seeing Devon arm wrestle any of the Americans and Michael Todd and John Brzenk and Travis Bagent. Get the fuck out of here. This guy can arm wrestle one guy right now, and it's Levon. And hopefully after this weekend, for the king of the table's sake and or for Engen's sake, Vitaly enters that conversation as well. And once again, where the fuck is that big ass dude with the long hair? Alex.
Alex, forget you, baby.
Motherfuckers in prison. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. He's in there with Igor.
Well, we see Igor occasionally popping in on the live streams here and there, so I don't know if he gets like a Friday out or like he's not there. Like, I don't know how it works.
He gets weekends off now.
Question about Georgie and Devon, because like, you know, you've watched Georgie compete more than like all these newer guys, right? So you kind of understand the levels. Do you see Devon Kings moving Georgie, or you cannot like imagine that? Like, what's?
I think that there's a chance he has to, and then there's a chance that that's what makes the match cool if he's in fact that dominant. Like if he could just stand up tall, rounded back, leaning forward, and rock back and take Georgie's hand, man, come on, bro. Come on, man. This dude is different if he does that. If he does what he did against Hermes and just shuts him off and Hermes collapses trying to move, man, it's crazy. I got a feeling this is a very thick-handed human being that does not allow you to get a great bite on the back of his hand. Completely comfortable in a fair start. Okay? Completely comfortable, Georgie is. How many of those will he get? Listen, Devon becomes less of a cheater the more dominant he is. Like most of us cheaters, okay? Fuck, we pull some people. Listen, my man, take whatever you want, bro. It's all good. People are like, you can't beat him, he's cheating. Hey, my man, let me clarify what you just said. Yes, I am in fact a cheater. but I did not cheat against you, homie. It was easy. Trust me. You know what I mean? Like, come on, let's be realistic about this. So Georgie has no choice but to present some sort of awkward top roll angle that could interfere with Devon's path being immediate and absolute. Right? Mm-hmm. That's what you design. That's the only reason this match is on the card. Right? It's on the card. Hopefully, Devon will catch a foul early, have to straighten up immensely, have to uncover the thumb, be outside the hand just enough where Georgia can pop that hand back, and Devon has to pull out some gutty King's move, broke arm, win in order before you start seeing the exhaustion on Georgie's face. That's what, listen, if that doesn't happen, everybody wants their money back. Right. And we need for that to happen. Now, I got a feeling we will see it. Will we see it round 1 or will we see it round 3? That's the deal, because I think Devon is the guy for the promotion, meaning he will stay in that fight and entertain the people with what he feels is entertaining throughout the whole time. He's not going to panic up 2-0 and flash the guy because he's scared of losing his endurance for round 4, 5, and 6. So I think we're in or round 4 and 5. So yeah, we're in for a treat that way, but I think we'd all like to see Devon be out arm wrestled, but have just too much heart and soul and fire and guts to actually lose the match.
All right. I like what you're saying, because like now thinking of the matches, like yeah, like we need a war, because that card could become like very easily not, because there's not that many hot matches like the beginning ones, right? So we are left is Vitaly and Hermes and Georgie and Devon.
Yeah, you need Vitaly to win convincingly and Devon to struggle for that to be a real confrontation for the next king of the table.
I have a great question here in the chat for me. That I've been reading it as you're answering it. Artem, do you think hard work gets you places, or is it gear? What really puts you next level? But this is the best. Seems like you sucked for years, and I suck as well. So I'm wondering.
We've all been saying the same thing. It's obviously in Artem's case gear.
No, it's gear is an old. It's not even a good answer anymore. Ever since I got that stem cell shot, oh man, it's the stem cells, right?
Woo! Dr. Marking him, I knew it. That shit is straight.
And whatever.
It's straight Cestanon right into the location.
And the premise changes too. It's like, hey, you become a better. Oh man, your arm messes so much. Is that because of stem cells? Whatever the question is. Then there's a question. Then there's the 3 options of gear, more gear, stem cells, whatever. I don't know if people really care about the last part, whatever I'm going to say. They're like, fuck it. Yeah, man. Gear and stem cells. That's how you become good, man. Fuck all the arm wrestling and training and listening to people. Bless you, baby. Honey, how did they become so much better in arm wrestling?
Ask her what's up with Chicago. Do y'all really need to be together on New Year's Eve?
What, the last one, baby? 10 years of working out, 10 years of eating health food, 10% gear.
Ask her about New Year's Eve.
No. She's already all upset with me that I'm telling her we're not going to go. So she's all about to be there on New Year's Eve. So, but, well, now that you said about no Louisiana, that makes it easier. I just don't want to get stuck traveling all the shit, then be competing in Canada, all wacky and stuff. That's my thing.
You gotta make your fucking mind up. I don't know. And then what do we have? What's the third? Larry Wheels, right? Larry Wheels is probably going to get his first ever Supermatch win, right?
He's pulling Leonidas, right? And didn't he just lost to him?
Yeah, but he ain't losing anymore, man. Larry looks like he's the real deal now, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Larry is not fucking around.
hey, yeah, what's up? It's Chicago, Travis. Where is the tournament? I
It's going
wait
to
in
be
the park.
close to the Marriott Marquis in downtown Chicago. And I got to finalize the place this weekend when I get to the game and then be a quick little 20-day notice. And I'm thinking about just having a party and a practice and a couple super matches, actually, because that idea with Benji sounded so good.
Well, hold on. What's the venue then? Like that's only works. Well, I mean that kind of probably works everywhere as long as you do whatever. But
Oh, great. Yeah. It works even better when you already go to a place where they have a door and a cover and a worker. It's even better than somebody's house.
oh well, I mean, fuck, I can come, but at the same time, no, I can't, right? Because it's yeah. So, well, since you cancel Louisiana, I guess let me check with Lindsay one more time and which one of those tickets. I was thinking I can drive, but apparently it's like a 14-hour drive or something. 15.
Yeah, I think it's too far to drive.
Yeah, it's a little.
That's the Robert Kelly shit.
Right, exactly. Well, that I need to pick the airport too. Do I want to drive this 2 hours after I got home on Monday? Or I'm gonna
Yes,
be
you
home.
definitely want to drive those 2 hours.
What's up with you in this 2 hour drive, man? I can never sell you.
Orlando is like, because there's too many flights to Chicago, Orlando. It's like every 20 minutes.
Ah, you're right. If something happens, I can hop in and like fucking some American shit. Yeah. Ooh, that frontier is now 236. Oh man, you expensive person to travel to Travis. But all right, I guess give me another day. Give me another day. Um
Yeah.
Oh, and what about once again? What about the game Sunday? And am I $400 for tickets for that too? It is Tyson Bejon hooking us up.
Oh no, I'll get 2 tickets for you and Lindsay from Steve Kaplan.
Got you. I got you. I got you.
Yeah, but they're real deal seats, boy.
All right.
You'll hate life. You'll never go to another game if
Hey,
they gave you
that's all
regular.
I need. I want it to be my first and last game, and then for whatever Tyson starts opening in the regular, he can hook me up. uh,
We need to play like, yeah, I don't know. Like, is it probably play Tampa Bay now? It'd be better than the Heat, right? Fuck playing Tampa Bay early in the year. That
I,
was a
dude, it's been changing. I left my house. It was cold as shit. I came back here. It's fucking summer out here. So who you want to play and where you want to? Damn, Chicago going to be cold too. Oh, what's up, Paul Italia? I was about to wrap the show up, but we forgot that you're about to have a super match of the era this Saturday, right? Because y'all been
yeah,
so,
man.
all right. So since it's been an hour before we wrap it up, I need a good prediction for Paulie and Ryan Grundon.
Oh, I don't think it's gonna be close, man. I think Paulie's a real deal now, boy.
Did you get to watch this whole thing like for like a year, right? To like Paulie.
Yeah, not really. Once
No.
those once the motherfuckers get silly, which you know that crew is silly. That '98 crew for a while it was all weird, right?
Yep.
And it all whole, and they ain't the first one. So I found out that for my sanity, it's much better for me to delete all them people. So that shit I don't see on my feed. So and it's so much better, right? I don't have to. So
It is a easy way out for sure. Just hit it on.
I know that every once in a while, motherfuckers will come into arm wrestling and then say something crazy. And that's what I felt that I was getting into when I was fucking with those guys. So it's better for me because I really don't care that much to just delete them. So I don't have to. It's the same I had to do with you guys with those memes and shit, right? Just delete all the people, man. You know what I mean? It's all good. So I don't know how bad it is, but from what I've seen, the last couple of tournaments I've had, Ryan's been there. Him and Paulie do not seem to be mortal enemies. Like I think that when the match was, which is, you know what happens almost all the time in arm wrestling, is the super match starts. It's usually your buddies in the middle of it, whatever. You end up having the match, and then one of you, whoever wins, invites the loser over for practice. You know how it works. So I don't know. I don't foresee it to be much different. It seems like all the Paulie haters that he is gonna, go through and check off as guys that he's gonna end up beating. I think that pretty much with the arm wrestling buzz and the way that it's been happening, he's almost buddies with most of them before the match starts. So good situation.
Well, just like in that Jordan Peterson book that you read, Travis, as soon as one crab beats another crab, they become kin to each other. And the crab that lost is now, oh man, let me learn from you. Exactly how it goes. All right. Well, I guess last question because people are crazy. Side pressure is a secret sauce, blah, blah, blah. How can you do side pressure every day? That will blow my elbows out.
No, it won't. It won't actually.
Travis is out here every day.
You've been lied to as a human being. If you just turned on Channel 5 and Channel 9 and you went to Gold's Gym and watched your older uncle train biceps on Mondays and back on Tuesday, you have been lied to, bamboozled, run amok, led astray. Every one of those terms. If you want to be the best arm wrestler in the world, or you just want to be better than your neighbor, you got to do it every day. So trust me. Now, am I telling you to go to some super max effort where you hear stuff crackling and all that? Probably not a good idea. But moderate movement every single day will only make you better, my man.
That's tip of the day.
And listen, now it would be you would have a mental health problem if you got this bad information, was then told that you were lied to. You did some investigation, some experimentation. You should tell your younger people, the people you love, that in fact they have been lied to too, and you should not keep that lie going. Every single day, whatever you want to do in life, do it every day. Hard, every single day. All right. And that's coming from the best parent in the whole world. Remember that.
You are a bad parent. Book by Travis Bagent.
Yeah, stop being a bad parent. That's what we need to change the name.
That's the subtitle, man. Once you start making a book, they want you to have 3 titles for that shit.
Oh, okay,
title, okay. The name on the core, the name under. Man, what's the title?
All right, we'll see you soon.
They'll give us so much tips today here, we don't even know what to do.
See you tomorrow.
All right, the play. We'll see you tomorrow. I'll be out here defending my saucy self. Guys, to answer the question from AOC about the levels, it's easier to talk about this when there's more arm wrestlers here who have been arm wrestling for 5-6 years, who have seen the sauce in the gear and know, like, it obviously it helps, right? Like, but just like, it's not like a measuring contest where it's like you do more and you're better, right? Like, my gear approach have changed in 10 years. It has been with me for 10 years, right? It's not like I just started doing something better, crazier, more. Like, my health is better than it's been when I started arm wrestling from gear standpoint. Like, I'm on lesser than that. So, like, just whatever to defend the sauce talk, right? So it's just funny in my case, like, I have been doing gear before and after. People, I don't know where you want to draw like the line where I became better or not. But the after part, where after the line is, there's less chemical and whatever the stuff y'all want to talk about, right? The thing that actually put me, like, not put me, I've said it many times. Like, you've watched my videos, you know, like, my principles of kicking better and stronger. I never sucked. Like, I mean, I didn't came in Travis Bagent shit, like, but I came in always progressing, just slow progression. We're talking about, that's what I'm saying, the conversation about question suck or not suck, it's almost like it's relevant, right? They all start somewhere, but it's really, the question is about timing. How fast can you progress, right? And that's really it. So I don't know, how fast can you suck less? And that's where there's always been progress for me every year, but the good progress have started to like, oh shit, that's kind of faster when I started doing side pressure directly. And it's funny, that's where me and Travis finished that note in, right? Side pressure every day, this type of shit. Like my first good like faster levels start changing when I start training every day. Like I switch from 2 days, every other day to every day. Some twice a day works out, and then adding heavy, not heavy, adding side pressure because I've been a clear non side pressure guy. I always didn't want to pursue that side pressure route, but changing that, it's made things a lot faster, clearly. And that's for me. Y'all can think it's whatever I'm putting in my body or another thing, but in my opinion, getting better faster get helped by adding the side pressure movements that I didn't have previously. And because it just, I don't know, that's something like it'd been a big change and been noticeable for me. As far as gear, like it's always been there. Doesn't it does a lot, but doesn't do much noticeable stuff in my way and in my body. How fast can you learn your lane and build on without being torn apart? Your lane gets built like within the first 2-3 months of arm wrestling. For some reason, not for some reason, in America, we common the grinder practices if you don't have an elder person like Travis Bagent in every practice to put you in your own ways. Because Travis's way is its own, but it's still better than like the majority, right? Like it's like not the same as European, but you'll get the same principles, same athleticism. Like your lane, your style is it gets built pretty quickly. You just need to pay attention to the technique. But because we don't, in America we come and we just go crazy, then you want to have a technical practice. What do you do at your fucking practice, man? Like why wasn't your practice technical? So your lane gets built pretty fast. So you need to pay attention to it. Like I don't know why people wanna just don't know, go crazy, do everything for first 3-4 years and build shitty angles and vectors to go about it, and then they want to like build a lane. Like no, 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 no. It's like a baby. Like you learning how to walk, you're learning little aspects, right? And then there's any other sport, you're learning little aspects, and then you're adding on like more like heavier stuff, right? Guys out here just trying to bypass this, and they're like, oh, let me build my lane. Now you're stuck in this. Who's a good example? I don't know, Ron Bath, Mike Gould. And it's too bad if I mention just two people, but Richard Lapkus can be thrown on that. I used to know Richard like that. A couple more people that are out in this respect. A lot of people who are more powerful than they're technical, and they want to build a lane 10 years later. But no, you lay into your technique, everything gets built pretty soon. Come to practice, somebody's molding you a little bit. The lane can be changed eventually. I mean, you are changing with injuries and whatever, but I don't think elite arm wrestlers show all the training videos. They probably keep the good stuff secret. Not true. I mean, I've talked to Levon personally too, and all the Levon trainings are out there, but it's obviously not his whole workout because his whole workouts like in his prime were like 4 to 5 hours. Like everybody who are training up an elite level, they're training a lot, either a lot or either like timings of like how many workouts or how long they are, right? Levon used to be known for like going crazy, which he still is when he does, but not as long, and there's less exercise, he said. But he does a lot of volume. Like, I mean, I don't know, like if y'all are questioning if there's a secrets as far as training, I don't think so. But I don't feel like there's any. There's some people that I actually want to talk about. Oh man, like don't tell this to anybody. But it's always some small little technical detail about like pulling or whatever. But which does not like. There's not like a from arm wrestling for forever and from talking to all the people from all over the world. There's not like a philosopher's stone like somebody's hiding and be like sharing the thing. No, it's like another day I was super impressed by Todd Hutchings, and me and Todd are good friends, and I guess I'll go on the limb and probably say that. Oh man, I don't know if I want to say this, but let's just say like me and Todd have never discussed chemical parts of stuff, right? Like I don't know. Sorry, like I said, like Todd Kubinati, right? Like he never said anything. We all know that I'm not because I've said some shit, but Todd's clearly been doing better, right? Like not clearly, but he been so good. So another day, I messaged Todd like after his win, like, "Hey, have you been doing anything different?" And he said no. So I'm like, "Ah, cool." So just more hard training, and by talking to Todd, he's a very dedicated person. Training, just opponents, like he takes his training seriously, right? The financial approach to thing is great. So, and yeah, when he tells you that he's not doing anything new, then like, oh fuck, I guess you just have to go harder. And a lot of people don't want to do that in the first place. All the American international competitors have access to side pressure machines. I don't fucking know. That's good. That's a weird fucking comment. Um, can you just keeping it that a secret? Yeah. Oh, I guess. Guys, arm wrestling, it's a weird thing. Like you can arm wrestle for as long as you want, and you think you can better, you got better, whatever. Then like you look at some 154 dude from overseas that comes and he does something, and like, and you see him like, oh man, I'm still gonna be so like, dude, you're demotivation. If you're a regular guy and just trying to do better, like yeah, it comes and goes. Like that's why there's so many people quitting, not quitting arm wrestling, right? Like you see it every day, every year, and that's why as soon as I learned this and I was told this, I'm preaching the same thing. John Zhang is preaching. It's all about the money. So, I mean, I understand the smaller levels, but just like whatever, just out there trying to get better. It's all good. But once you got to a certain point and you don't know why you're here for the money. But you're in a weird place where you beat newbies, but with experience, people beat you. Also, you know what? That also doesn't matter too much unless you're talking about the tournament too. Like if it's not a tournament and you're just out there, like I don't know. I tell people every time. People like to see me losing comments and say some shit like, "Oh, you're losing to this and this guy." Like, yo, come to Thursday practice in Jacksonville. I lose every 3 minutes on average, and I'm there for 2 hours. So make your math. So there's too many videos. so yeah, if you're talking tournaments, okay, that's a good one. So um that just will take this time. And my problem with tournaments was that the people did not show up that I will lose a beat from 1 to 2. Like, one tournament I beat somebody, the next tournament, the person that beat me didn't show up, so I ended up winning. But so you'll win a tournament, but you don't know if you got better or not. So I guess comes this time, man. If you definitely been arm wrestling, well, I don't even know. I guess I want to say like if you've been arm wrestling for 5 years and you clearly have not like jump over some people, that's getting me bad. But man, in my circle, there's so many people active, so I have not jump off some people, but I have over another one. So I guess it's a weird thing to say too. Just keep training, man. I never train, but I'm not the lead because I'm not a bunch of gear. Me too, man. Me too. Or a week? Do you take a week off before a tournament? Uh, uh, if I'm peaking in an important tournament, yes. If you guys have been following me, I sometimes compete 2, 3 tournaments in a row. So on the first tournament, it gets a break, usually the most important one. And then if I keep carrying my shape, like there's no break because I'll arm wrestle 2, 3 Saturdays in a row. And yeah, to me, it's just depending on if I'm caring about the tournament or not. Like if it's I just show up for my own reasoning, like I might have trained my biceps that morning, day before, whatever. If I come there to do work into something important or I'm getting paid or it's been preparation, yeah, I'll take that couple days off. Well, alrighty, guys. People like asking about the times. All the regular people too. Like, that's funny. So, uh, we are live pretty much almost every business day, and they are from around one. They're around from 1:30 to 2 o'clock Eastern time on the start. And but it's everyday thing, right? Like, we don't have shit scheduled. I'll message Travis tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Yo, he'll pray me yo back. I'll say 1:30. He'll say perfect. We'll get to go. That's it. So if there's no reply, we're not doing it today, right? Or who knows? So tomorrow, 1:30, around 2 o'clock, you guys let me know how it goes. If y'all see us there, we're there. But yeah, nothing ever gets scheduled ahead of time. That's why the guests are funny and all of that. So tomorrow, 1:30. You've done different times. Yeah, I mean, it all depends on Travis's schedule. This is Travis's schedule. We used to like to do a thing in the morning, so then the day is over. But I think it's for some reason he couldn't do the morning, and then evening. Well, yeah. So we always try to adjust, and then 1 o'clock. I forget what the reason, but I think because he's there training other people in the gym, so it's a perfect thing for him to start coming there. He can train and do podcast, and then he's still in the gym doing his other work thing. So that's why the timing is the timing it is, right? If it was after me, I think I would like to go back to like 8, 9 o'clock, something so like it's the middle of the day fucks with me. Because all of a sudden, like whatever I'm doing in the morning, I have to stop, go here, and now like it's 3 o'clock. Oh man, I can't really leave the house because of traffic time and all this shit. So, it's all for you guys. So I hope you appreciate our hard work and dedication to the craft. So, all right, I'll see you tomorrow at about 1:30 Eastern time. I got some sickness that took all my strength. I arm wrestled like 3 non-arm wrestling, and I was ready to quit arm wrestling. Well, man, do some biceps curl, eat some protein, and you'll be back in business. All right, guys, if you have any more like technical questions, I don't want to trash out this podcast. Message me on my channel. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.